Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to a round of Way of the Hunter. Originally I'd been planning to start streaming Rebel Cops today, but that game just refuses to launch on my PC, unfortunately. It's not even a crash with an actual error message, it just refuses to boot. And that could be for any number of reasons that I don't have time to figure out, so we're returning to Way of the Hunter for the next 3 hours, and then we're going to pick another game from our list of games. We are going to go back into Elkcrest Island. Now, I already streamed a little bit of this back in June, and Elkcrest Island was actually released in December last year. I just didn't get around to putting much playtime into it until June because I was super busy at work during the first half of the year. And now we're continuing from our June save, or almost our June save. I did get a little bit of a chance to play in between. So I did explore a bit of the area up here, but nothing super exciting happened, so you guys didn't miss much. Hopefully this will be a good, productive hunt. Last time we got a 5-star scope, which was amazing. So let's see what we can find this time. We're going to start over here at this little lake leading into a river. Double check if we actually have anything good on the radar right now. We don't. It is 6:30 in the morning, so it's a little bit early for most animals. We are going to need to go to the west, so we need to go this way. Gotta go down this side of the... well, it's probably not going to be a full river, more like a little brook. We'll see how it goes. Oh, got a moose somewhere over there. But if I remember correctly, the moose are pretty high fitness over here. Yeah. So unless that's a 4-star, we don't really care about him. Let's see if we can have a look. Oh, there he is. Oh, that's a 1-star young. Yeah. That is completely irrelevant to us. And he's not a rare either. You can tell that he has socks, which means he is not a rare. So no point in trying to go after this moose. Because if you check the information here, you can tell that the moose in this area have a fitness between 62% and 100%. So he's not going to be low fitness. He's too young to be a 5-star. And he's not a rare, so we don't care about him. And I don't really care if I spook him either. I just remembered one thing. Yeah, I did actually set that. Okay. Gotta make sure that all of my settings are correctly in place. I think I've actually already been along this river now that I think of it. So let's just go straight through the bushes and straight towards the marker. Yeah, that's that male moose, that 1-star young. That's fine. Oh. Hello, scope. 2-star adult, nice. Hey cowboy. How goes the cougar and turkey hunting? I think we got some cougars, but we didn't get any turkeys yet. Let me actually have a look. Hunting log. We got a nice low fitness cougar. 3 of them actually. But we didn't shoot any turkeys on this map yet. How are you doing? How are your hunts going? Oh, they are flying away. Okay. 1 star young, 1 star adult. 1 star young, female, female, female. Okay. Nothing interesting in that flock. That's alright then. My advice in this game is honestly do not try to hunt birds during their eating times because they change eating zone pretty much every hour, so you barely have time to catch them. Alright, our goal for today is to get to these 2 points of interest. This one is probably going to be a campsite. And then this one as well. And then we'll see if we have time to go further north in the map. I would love to. Haven't been to any of this area yet. But it's always easy in this game to put yourself grand goals like, oh, we're gonna explore this entire part of the map, and then you realize how long it actually takes to get anywhere if you're exploring carefully, and you're like, yeah, we're gonna get like a 1/10 of that. Hey Tybor. Doing good. Got a couple of 5-star cougar toms and elk crest and some potential ones that I'm aging. Here's hoping. I've also been trying out the cougar hunting on the upper reserves they're on. Currently on an Aurora Shores now, mostly because Nest Purse as of now has given me nothing. Oof. Sorry to hear that Nest Purse has been so stingy with the cougars for you, but congrats on the 5 stars on Elkcrest. That's really nice. Elkcrest has been very good to me as well. It gave me a 5-star scope out of nothing, like literally just encountered it in the middle of the open areas, so that was fine. And we'll see what we can find today. We are in the swamps or in the wetlands, which are generally my least favorite areas to hunt. Because the good news is there is lots of wide open areas, so you can see very far and it makes the hunting a bit easier. The downside is it's mostly birds and moose, which neither of these are animals I really enjoy hunting all that much. I'm very boring. I'm a deer person. Like, I like hunting deer and elk most of all, so yeah, it's probably still that same moose. We've been kind of dancing around him over here. Made like a nice little bow around him. Also got really lucky with the 2 5-stars because the fitness, they were literally just made it, and I think they were on their last year and they were both generous. Oh, nice. That's always nice when you find one. Actually had a really nice encounter yesterday in Way of the Hunter 2. I got my first albino in Way of the Hunter 2 yesterday. And it was just as I was about to finish the session and go to bed, I found a albino whitetail who was in his last year. Because in Way of the Hunter 2 they actually show you the years, and he was literally in his last year. Possibly in his last day, because I had already forwarded the day once or twice after starting the map, so I had restarted because I wanted to test a few things. So it was really nice just finding him there. So now I've got a 2-star mature whitetail albino in my lodge. Oh. What does the fox say? The fox say it's alerted. Oh, now they're spooked. Okay. Goodbye. But yeah, I haven't really had much time to play on Elcrest Island. Like I said, when the map first came out, I was super busy at work. And since then, I've basically been trying to catch up on my backlog. Like, for the last month, it's been less busy. Still busy enough, but not as stressful as the first half of the year. So I've been trying to catch up on everything I missed. Ooh, that's a 3-star mature duck. Okay. 1-star young. 1-star adult. When they are in flight, it's always really hard to actually get all of them. What I can see is a bunch of 2-stars and 3-stars, which they do have potential, but it's nothing that will make me go out of my way to hunt them. Alright, let's have a look. See if we can see anything. Oh, there's the foxes. Maybe we can still get one of those foxes. That's the same moose, yeah. Okay. Let's take our predator caller. And let's see if the 1-star young that was in that group is actually low fitness. It doesn't seem like it. There's 2 1-star youngs in there and 2 females, and not a single one is responding to the caller. So I think they're all high fitness. We're going to try again, just to be sure. I should have marked where they were. Find them again. There they are. Okay, not responding, not responding. No, they are not responding, so we can ignore them. I knew there were some birds around here, but I don't remember where they went. I knew they were flying over here. Yeah, that's just a female who's responding. I don't care about the females. The males are not responding, so we're going to ignore that. The foxes get to live. One-star adult and a 1-star young. Nothing we need. I really hope we finally get coyotes in Way of the Hunter too. I was surprised they didn't make it into Way of the Hunter 1, but I'm sure the devs probably had their reasons as for why. But here's hoping for Way of the Hunter 2. Also, I need to say this for the devs with Way of the Hunter 2, thank you for finally going into the subspecies of those species. Makes them feel more unique this time. Alright. I'll keep my fingers crossed for your coyotes. Okay, well, let's put another marker over here, because I think if we just go straight here, we're gonna end up down the cliff, which we don't want. So let's just keep going for this one first, and then we can go over there. Probably first have a look if there's anything over here that I would like to shoot, since we have good visibility right now. By the way, you want to know where I found my 5-star cougars? In the northeastern swamps and highlands area. Oh, nice. So basically up here in this section. I doubt we're going to get there today. Because I'm basically trying to work my way around the map clockwise. Well, we'll see how it goes. We're also going to have to check the wind direction. Where's the wind going right now? It's going south. Okay, we have no intention of going south anywhere today, so that's nice. Anything drinking? No. Well, I'm not surprised it is just past 7, so. The big herbivores don't drink until 9, and the deer don't drink until 11, so. I wouldn't expect much to be here, yes. Or yet. But if this is a campsite, maybe we can get a mission. That would be cool. Because I think right now we don't actually have any. Yeah. Like, to give you an idea of how little time I've spent on this map, I haven't even had the chance to check which campsites have missions. Yeah, the cougars on Nez Perce Valley are very stingy for me, and the worst part is that the stingiest ones are on the private lands, for I haven't been on Nez Perce since before the update. Maybe I'll give it a try again later, but right now I'm gonna stick with Aurora Shores. Yeah, unfortunately I didn't get much time to go back to the old reserves either after the cougars were introduced, so I can't even tell you where the really good ones are. There's just so much stuff I haven't had time for this year. Yep, there's a campsite with a board, so maybe we can get a mission if we're lucky. Let's have a look. Want me to let you know where the private cougars are exactly? Oh no, thanks. The discovery is half the fun. I will say this though, I have already seen a lot more animals with high fitness, or like 5-star worthy fitness in Way of the Hunter 2. Like, they do seem to be easier to come by over there than they are in Way of the Hunter 1. I also somehow managed to get a melanistic mule deer. Surprisingly, I had two aging, one on the private land and one on the public land. Unfortunately, the one on the private land died to age, but the public land one surprisingly made it to 5-star. Nice! Super rare. 5-star rare. That's nice. That's really nice. And I love the melanistics. The melanistics are my favorite rares. Hands down. So, congrats on that one. Also melanistic northwestern grey wolf on Nest Purse 2, the super rare I've been searching for. Yeah, there was a point where I went, you know what, maybe I should set myself the goal of finding a 5-star rare for every rare fur that exists. But I barely even have time to get all the achievements for all the games I'm playing these days. So I'm like, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to sacrifice something somewhere. So we're sacrificing the optional objectives in the game that we have already played for like hundreds of hours. Missed a parking sign there. So we're gonna sacrifice those optional objectives. And we're going to focus on catching up on all of my backlog instead. Alright.